YouTube channel, Moments with Tinky. So in today's topic, I'm going to be talking about my experiences in India as a student. First of all, I'll do the negative and then I'll do the positive experience. So we're going to go right into the video, but before we start, I want to tell you something. Please subscribe. If this is your first time of seeing me, please click on the subscribe button down below. You can like this video and share it. So we're going to go right into the video. So number one of the negative experience I had in India was language barrier, the accent. When I first came here, I couldn't understand them when they were speaking. I didn't even know they were speaking English. I thought they were speaking their native language. And that really affected me having lectures the first time. But after like 3 months, I was able to adjust. And the same thing happened when I speak to them as well. I have to slow down before they can really understand me. That is the first. The second one is the educational system. It is very different from what we have back home. Woo! I didn't know that here, when they ask you questions during exam, that you have to give details. Because where I come from, when they ask you questions, you go straight to the point, like hit the nail on the head. But here, you have to go around and give details. That really affected me in my first year. I failed most of my exams. I failed most of them. In my second year, first semester, I actually started catching up. Yeah. Then number 3 is no work permit. Yes, that is one of the things I actually, that's one of my biggest regrets of coming here. There is no work permit for student visa. You can't work. Always depending on my parents back home to receive money is very frustrating at some point. It's so frustrating. No work permit. No work permit. You can't work as a student. Number 4, FRO wala. My God. Every time is actually time for me to extend my visa. Whenever I remember these people, I will ask myself, like, why am I here? Why? Because they will frustrate you. They won't let you work. If you work or do business, they will come for you. And in as much as your record is very clean, they will still want to frustrate you during extension of visa. They will ask you for one of the most documents that you don't even expect. They will ask you for it. They will drag you. They will frustrate you. Okay. The last one. Racism, discrimination, stereotype. Yeah. You know, when I first came here, I realized that every time I sat on the desk in the classroom, the moment I sit down, the people that were there, they would just despise. They would just leave the desk for me. At first, I felt, am I smelling? Like, I'll constantly sniff myself in the classroom, like, how they smell? I don't understand. Am I smelling? And then when the other Nigerians in my class, in my school, also complained about the same thing, I was like, I was like, that is discrimination right there. Even in the buses, whenever I sat down, they would just stand up and they wouldn't want to sit. I've actually had them see me sitting on the seat and there is an extra seat beside me. They'd rather stand than to come and sit next to me. I know the funny thing, the people that are doing that thing, when I check, I'm like, you are doing this because I'm an African? You think the color of my skin will stain your color? Are you okay? I mean, look at you, look at me. I am fair, you are dark. Really? Black Indians. And I realized over time that it's the people that they are not open-minded that do these things. At some point, do you know that even when you're looking for a house, they will stereotype you? They will say this house is not for Africans. And even if it's for Africans, they say we're not giving to Nigerians. Really? Whenever they hear Nigerians, it's like the only thing they think about is drugs, scam, like prostitutes. Really? I had one man, a landlord, tell me that he cannot give me his house. Why? He can't rent it out to me because I'm a Nigerian. What is your reason? You people are scammers. You guys do drugs. You guys are prostitutes. I'm like, Oga, go to FRO and check my records. I have a very clean record. He was like, because they've not caught you. And I'm like, what? He said, even if you don't, your friends do. I'm sure you people drink and smoke. Really? Really? Yeah. So that is all for the negative sides. Now we're going to talk about the positive sides. Yes. So number 1, they have basic amenities. They have power supply, steady power supply. They have good roads. Like, They have well structured transport system. That is very nice. They have security. Yes. Here you can actually leave your door open and sleep. Nobody will come into your house and nobody will barge in on you or even harass you. Here you can even go jogging in the middle of the night. Nobody will harass you. Like, you will not see somebody robbing you at gunpoint. No. This particular Hyderabad, you will not even see policemen moving around with guns on the streets. No, that's rare. The only place you see guns is when you go to the police station, and it's even the policemen at the entrance, guarding the entrance. That's where you see them holding guns. If you go to the immigration office, the guy is there, the policemen at the entrance. That is the people you see with guns. And when you go to the airport, so the fact that I am not scared of any trigger happy policeman firing gun at me, or stray bullets or misfiring, that makes me feel safe. That really, really makes me feel safe. And then number 2, based on educational system, they have a very, very stable academic calendar. It doesn't move. There is no strike. They don't go on strike, and their syllabus are very, very updated. And the fact I told you earlier that you have to write a lot of details in your answers, like when they ask you questions, you need to give a lot of details. Now that actually taught me to read extensively for exams. Like I read a lot so I can gather a lot fast to actually write down in the paper. Yeah, that is a good one. Then number 3, Indian time. That we have African time, we equally have Indian time. So they will tell you 1 minute, and then 30 minutes later, they will still tell you 1 minute. Like, that was what you said 30 minutes ago. So that has actually taught me to be patient. Yes, I was not that patient till I came here. They've really expanded my patience range for me, and that is really, really nice. So, in this number 4, in the aspect of development, they actually developed in their technology. Do you know that you go to a very small carpentry workshop, very small, they are not using saw to cut wood. They are using machine, like automated machineries. And they have a very well laid down healthcare system. Very nice. Very, very laid down and planned. I like that very well. And number 5, they have affordable data. Is it data or data? Well, you know what I'm saying. They have one of the most cheapest data plan, like data pack, and that actually gives you access to information like in a snap. Most of the things I actually didn't know how to do, I went and learned from YouTube. I Google, information, because the data is there. You can just acquire skills online. Like, the data is there, so you just do what you have to do. That is a very plus one for me. And trust me, when I leave this country, I'm going to miss their data plan. That is so affordable. I'm going to miss it. Then the last one is the fact that being here has taught me basic survival skills. Seriously, I can literally beat my hand on my chest and say that I can survive anywhere in the world. And it has also taught me to be independent. In as much as we still depend on our parents back home to actually get money, but apart from the financial aspect, in other things, it has actually taught me to be independent, in the sense that I know how to take care of myself. Like, I've learned how to handle difficult situations. I've learned how to, do things the way they are supposed to be done without having anybody around me, like my parents or anything. That actually also taught me how to adapt to a different culture that is different than mine. Yes, it has taught me to, adapt to different environment, to be flexible, to blend in, it has actually taught me that. I remember I said earlier, the negative parts that have always been Indians. Yeah, they were very, very bad to me. In that same way, there have been Indians that they've been so nice to me, like very nice. I once had a landlady that every morning I was going down to class, she will always insist that I have breakfast. Every time when she found out that most of the mornings I don't have breakfast, she will force me to have breakfast. She always checked up on me. Like, she will go to wedding party, she will come back with biryani, come and knock on my door to give me. She and her husband, they were so nice, so nice. And even in church, like, we have very nice Indians. I have the nice Indians in the church that I think they're so nice, they're so friendly. I feel at home with them. I feel very comfortable around them. So we also have Indians that are so good. Yeah, the good ones. You also have the good ones. So that is all I have for you today in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So please subscribe. Subscribe. And if you have anything to say, any opinion, any suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. Okay? So till I come your way again, take care of yourself. Bye.